Hello. Welcome to this channel. So today I want to talk about Nature Boy. I was on TikTok the other day just scrolling, minding my business, when I came across an old video of Nature Boy. If you don't know who Nature Boy is, stay with me. I'm going to tell you all about the crazy stuff this man was doing online in real time for everyone to see. Every villain has an origin story, and Nature Boy is no different. His real name is Elihu Bishop. He was born on April 29th, 1982 in Harlem, New York. This man, from the jump, he had a very hard childhood. His mom died from an overdose and his dad from heart disease. Eventually, him and his brother ended up getting adopted by a family in New Jersey, the Bishop family. But this is not a happy adoption story. Elihu said that his mom was very abusive. His adoptive mom was very abusive. She would hit them with extension cord. She would be verbally abusive as well. Like, it was just hard for him. By the time he was 13, Elihu had enough. So his trauma started coming out sideways. He was getting into fights all the time. He was getting in trouble with the police. So that landed him in Jamesburg Juvenile Detention Center, where he stayed there for 3 years. It was trauma after trauma. As he got older, he decided he wanted to fix his life. He wanted more structure. At 19, he joined the army in Kentucky, thinking that that's going to fix his life, but it didn't. After the army, his life was extremely unstable. He lived with his sister for a while, right? Trying to get on his feet. Eventually, she kicked him out. So he was bouncing around, trying to look for a place to stay. He even became homeless at some point. Later on, during his lives, he even admitted he was getting into relationships with women just to have a place to sleep. Somehow, he found himself in Atlanta. While he was living in Atlanta, he worked as a male stripper and a sex worker. He talked about all of this on his live streams, by the way. He talked about how he was sleeping with both men and women. You know, he was never ashamed about this. He was telling all his business on live. Then he decided to switch up his career once again. So he became a barber. He opened up his own shop. He even went on to work with a few celebrities, you know. He became a little bit popular in Atlanta. For a moment, his life seemed like he was finally getting on track, but that didn't last long. One night, Elihu said he was laying in bed, just relaxing, when he had a spiritual awakening. He described it as another set of eyes opened, and he found himself in a different reality. That's when Nature Boy was born. From that point on, everything changed. He said he gave away all his materialistic items, and he just had this desire to teach people, to wake them up spiritually. He felt like he was chosen for this. So he started going on Facebook Live, talking about God, nature, energy, enlightenment, all of that, you know, all that new age spirituality stuff. At first, it didn't sound dangerous, you know, it sounded good. Like, people really enjoyed his live. He was making sense, right? But slowly that turned into something else. In 2015, Nature Boy moved to Honduras and started a spiritual movement called Melanation. Later, he renamed it Carbonation. This wasn't just about loving nature, though. It was a belief system, but he was at the center of it. He was teaching people that Black people were spiritually superior. Your melanin wasn't just skin color, it was divine energy. According to him, the more melanin you had, the closer you were to God and higher consciousness. And he also introduced the idea of the Babylon system. Babylon is what we call the matrix. So he was teaching people, in order for you to grow spiritually, you had to escape the Babylon system. You had to leave your job, leave your regular life behind, and just be in nature like you were meant to be. People were listening to him. People were quitting their jobs, leaving their families and friends, and move to the jungle with Nature Boy. Nature Boy also believed that we weren't meant to live like regular people. people. We are meant to be in nature, not taking showers every day, not using deodorant, just living free. Diet wise, he was teaching people to eat only fruit. And modern medicine was rejected completely. That belief caused one of the members to die after she stopped taking her heart medication. Sex was also a big part of this group. Was teaching people that sexual energy was life force energy. So somehow he claimed that whenever women had sex with him, she was getting healed, she was balancing her energy and raising her vibration. Even women in that group that were in relationships were told that their bodies belonged to Nature Boy. Consent didn't really exist because everything was framed as divine encounter. Everything was spiritual. And that's how he turned spirituality into control. I hope you're still here with me because it's about to get crazy. Everything really blew up when a girl named Kayla, aka Sunray, flew from Canada to Costa Rica, I think, to join the group. And her family reported her missing to the police. So they were looking for her everywhere, and people online were accusing Nature Boy of brainwashing her to join the occult. At that point, he started to freak out a little bit. So he went online multiple times trying to clear his name. He even got Kayla on live with him to try to tell everybody that she was there out of her own free will and that eventually she was leaving the group to go back to Canada. But by that time, it was already too late because people were on him.
I want to talk about the girl that we know as Kayla now. How is she? Is she safe? Is she healthy?
I don't know a Kayla.
Sunray.
Oh, Sunray, yes, she is healthy. She is beautiful. Oh, my. Sunray is just, she is the happiest that, she says she's ever been.
Yeah, I'm going back to Canada mainly because of the safety of us. I don't want anybody getting hurt because I'm here. So I'm going to go back there for now until I get things straightened out.
Why did you leave? Why don't you tell them why you left in the first place? Did I call you like, hey, come join us, be here with us? Am I controlling and manipulating your mind?
I was going to leave Canada even before I found nature, so.
Don't worry about the comments. Don't read those. Because these, a lot of people are sick, They're seeing things from their perspective in life. And we can't allow our worlds to be, and our perspectives to be affected by someone else's perspective. We have to keep a healthy perspective that's their perception. People could be very, very mean. And that's exactly why this is happening, because the media has stalked us day and night.
In 2017, things were really falling apart. The group was traveling to different countries. And at one point, they got denied entry into a plane because they were smelling so bad. Like they hadn't showered in over a year. At the same time though, keep in mind, Nature Boy was having sex with multiple women in the group. They were trying to find a place to stay. They were traveling here and there. And they kept getting deported back to the US. In 2020, they finally decided to settle down in Missouri. And that's when things really went left. Back in the US, Nature Boy started live streaming nonstop. He began saying that he was God. He started calling himself Baba G.
All you just belong to the three, and I will have my way with you as I see fit. I am not a man. I am not a woman. I am God.
He done lost his mind at this point. Some of the members went on to expose everything, and they were saying how Nature Boy was punishing them, like putting grown men and women in timeout. And whenever they would fall asleep, he would hit them or went on to punishing them even more.
Depending on how he wants to punish you that day. And just being there with your own thoughts. You're not able to move. You're supposed to stand silent, stand on your feet for 2 hours looking at the wall.
Can you sleep? I mean, can you doze off?
No. And if you doze, you can't doze.
This man, he was doing the most. And guys, he was doing all of this live streaming for everyone to see.
There's no authority. There's no one you can call to the place I will send you if you ever turn on me. Don't look at me, you f***ing imbeciles. Why are you looking at me? Down. Sit up. Oh, you feel my energy, don't you? You're under my will. You feel that? No, you're not high. You're under my will. I took the... Look at these... This nothing. Look at this regular shit I'm dealing with. Get out of my presence. Move. All of you. Leave me. Immediately. Make it snappy. You got 3 seconds. Out the room now. Immediately. Out. 1, 2, 3. You're ungrateful, ho. Don't nobody owe you shit. Don't nobody owe you shit, Malia. You got to work in real life. You're not that beautiful that ain't gonna bag on you. You're not that bad. You just not. But ain't nobody about to bag on you. You not that bad, Malia. You really not that bad. You really not that bad. I'm really treating you and like your position you're in is for a bad bitch. So stop playing like you need special attention and act like the rest of these hoes and be grateful that you're here because they're very grateful. See the attitude in her face?
What? Say, ooh, that was a good one. Let's make some sense back into me.
That was a good one, Zoe. That was a good one. Slap a bit back to sense. Like, stop wasting our fucking time making this shit about you, ho. This about me. Rub my motherfucking legs and my toes and suck on my toes. Fuck you. And you can say it's abuse, but please leave. Can she please just leave me alone then? It's abuse, but she won't leave. It's because, oh, it's mind control. But it ain't that much mind control in the world, bitch. You doing it to yourself at this point.
In March 2022, a girl named Janaid from the group ended up escaping. She went to the police and accused Nature Boy of sexually assault, manipulation, and false imprisonment. She also said he recorded sexual encounters he had with her and other members in the group and were posting them online for everyone to see. Later that year, Elihu Bishop was arrested. During the trial, though, he was combative. He was arguing with the judge. The judge ended up getting COVID, so he made that a big deal. He tried to fire his lawyer multiple times. He tried everything to stop the trial from moving forward, but none of it worked. Bishop was sentenced to life in prison.
Alleged cult leader will now spend the rest of his life in prison after a jury found him guilty Friday on all counts, including rape. Elijah Bishop, also known as Nature Boy, was on trial for rape, false imprisonment, and 3 counts of sharing sexually explicit content on social media. Prosecutors say the crimes happened while he was a leader of a cult called Carbonation.
You know what's crazy? Some of his members continue to support him after that.
I'm tired of y'all playing in his face. Like he not the crazy, like he not God. You speaking of God. Yeah. He ain't dead. He ain't dead. His spirit lives through us. His spirit lives through us, and we right here. We right here. We right here.
They truly believe that he was special, that what he was doing was justified, that he was God. That's what mind control does to people. This man really preyed on people that joined the group because they were looking for some type of identity. Preyed on people that just wanted to be chosen, just wanted to feel seen. He took advantage of them and were abusing them physically, spiritually, and emotionally. That's why discernment is very important. Keep your eyes open. Don't fall for everything, especially now in this generation where people are looking for God, people are looking for answers. It's important to be alert, to have discernment, to make sure that you're not being manipulated by people that just want control. There's narcissists out here just preying on people. So just be alert, and I'll see you guys next time.